We'd started to run out of good directors. You know, once you'd gone past Tommy Schlamme and Don Scardino, and if they weren't available, my husband and I realized there's them, and then there's these guys down here that, like, would be pissing us off by Wednesday afternoon. And we were pretty good at putting shots on things then, and I would work with the actors more. My husband was really good technically, and we began to direct them because expedience at times, because you know we were in charge of the money. It was some of our money. We deficit financed these shows.
You owned the show actually
we do.
with him.
And we weren't going to have anyone messing with our budget.
Yeah.
So Alan was very careful on the money, and we directed them. And so it's good. I learned a lot. I learned to direct by being in the editing room every week, and I loved to edit. And then I thought, and then when you figure out how to do your shots, and you get a great script supervisor and a DP, off you go.
Did it change how you write or perform characters after you had that experience?
Just knowing that I could extend the creative thing through to the directing and editing was a relief sometimes. Unless I had as I say, Tommy Schlamme, I mean, the best. It was great. Alan and I did a great job, I think, with lots of things.
How were you able to have a piece of that show? As executive producers on that, that was something important to you to do?
Well, we deficit finance. We financed them, and we would. So therefore, we sold them to HBO, and they paid us a license fee, and then they renewed it, and they bought them again from us. But no, the shows reverted back to us. It was very important to Alan to own the shows we made. It was very important to him to own the shows he made in England, because he was an independent producer in England, and at the time he was doing it, people couldn't own their own shows. You couldn't own your own shows at BBC, and he lobbied in Parliament for things like that to become law, that you could own your rights, and a lot of people were very grateful to him for that. He was that kind of guy, you know. So we did own all the shows. We owned State of the Union, which we did through Showtime, and now I own Tracey Breaks the News and the Tracey Ullman show for the BBC. It's important to own your things.
Does it give you more control in the process as well?
Yeah. But if you can go in there at the beginning and put the money up front, and they love that, the broadcasters, you know. There's very few people who could do that. Luckily, I could through my husband. He had a public company and a television station. So we always thought bigger and the bigger picture, and owning your rights and owning the characters. And